people experience difficulties in both their personal and professional lives.
Their level of education and self awareness determines their capacity to make logical and informed decisions in such circumstances.
Then, why does the quality of education in the Philippines, especially in public schools, remain poor?
Everything starts and ends in education, no matter one's status in life. Education provides both financial and intellectual stability, and that's something that no one can ever take away from a person. One boosts chances of finding better employment possibilities and widen career options by being well educated and obtaining a college degree. Thus, everything must begin with education if people want to truly achieve equality. There would be less gap between social classes if everyone is provided with the same educational opportunities. It is unfair if only the private schools excel because of the budgets coming from well off parents. So, this is where equity must come in by providing more budget for the improvement of public schools to further be equal with the opportunities that private schools have to offer. Meaning, the quality of education in the Philippines, especially in public schools, tends to deteriorate due to the low government budget for education, leading to shortage of school buildings, textbooks, and equipment, overworked and underpaid teaching staff, and poor environment and surroundings.
Proper facilities are essential for quality learning to be made possible. However, in our country's current state, we are in lack of such resources, including the production of textbooks, armchairs, and so on. A study made on grade 12 ABM students showed that with the absence of books, the students' academic performance was relatively low and the progress became slow. Additionally, the textbooks that did reach the students were of poor quality. Not having books impedes the students' right to sufficient academic learning. Results testify to the needs for textbooks in the classroom to further help improve students' research skills.
Although teaching is sometimes said to be the most notable of all professions, many teachers believe that this honorable reputation is really an illusion. We now perceive Filipino teachers as overworked and underpaid professionals during the past 3 decades. Their already challenging work is made harder by their daily struggles with outdated classrooms, overcrowded class, and a shortage of materials, among other things, which is why a higher teacher salary must be implemented. With this, Filipino teachers are prevented from going abroad, thinking that there are better opportunities in other countries. It is important to keep in mind that these teachers help to improve the quality of education in our nation and provide better opportunities for the children who deserve better to learn. By funding more for public schools, students are provided with proper equipment and teachers are given the salary that they strive for, leading to the betterment of all towards an improved education system for this country.
Having a great school environment and surroundings will make a student learn comfortable and learning effectively. According to Promote Prevent 2011, when a student feels safe and secure in their schools, they are more likely to study and achieve better. And they have more opportunities to grow intellectually, socially, and emotionally. There are a lot of research about good surroundings and better environment to a human being. Well, it impacts and influences a human behavior. Well, sad reality is public schools have poor school surroundings and environment, which leads to unvalued and uneducated students. So we need to keep in mind or tell to other people that we should have a safe and great environment to our public school pupils. So let us spread the word and let us let everybody know that with greater fundings to our public schools will make our public school students learn effectively, comfortably, and we will have more educated and future better leaders.
Good conditioned classrooms, effective clinical care and facilities, hygienic restrooms, these are all given necessities already. However, we give praise to such things that are provided even though it's just the bare minimum to equitable education. But why don't we actually have these in the present? Wonder where your tax goes? Simply because the government doesn't have the right budget allotment for education in general? Or maybe they are not making the best and the most practical decisions in using the money given. The government's priorities are divided and may be perceived as unorganized and unorthodox to some citizens. We may happen to see government projects that backlash from people because they're out of the blue amidst current issues we are facing now. It does make one mind stink, right? For 100 billion pesos from the people's pockets, do we really need this now? Well, that may be a subjective topic, but what we truly need now is proper education. And with proper education, we can empower our students so much more. For many of us, in how society usually works, education sets our future. Should we really let go of 115 billion cash to put something else less relevant in place for our children's future as somewhat 50 years from now?
Due to the low government spending on education, particularly in public schools, the education there tends to deteriorate, results into underpaid teachers, fewer school materials and facilities for students, and poor environment and surroundings in the students. According to RSEED 2019, students who receive high quality education can grow in all qualities and abilities to necessary to realize what they're capable of as individuals. High quality education can give more well educated people in the future, and it trains students to prepare in the future, which will result to more better people and great leaders in our future. With more funding for public school students will have more opportunities to experience what it's like to be a private school student, which may boost their motivation to learn and attain knowledge properly. It is only fair that public schools should undergo the same experience that private schools are experiencing to be more equal to the opportunities that students will be receiving. This would also result to have more successful people in our country, which can solve some of our problems such as poverty. And we will create more and great leaders in our country. That being said, public schools that are receiving low government spending on education lead to poor education for public students. So how will we attain equality if our people do not open their eyes to the fact that public schools are given fewer opportunities to able to assist students in reaching their highest potentials?